Hey guys, man, for today, guys. We're here for the colossal match preview for Barcelona versus Real Madrid. And oh my, this is a big match indeed. As this is a big match, I will be taking a little bit of different approach to today's video. Normally, as I said before, we don't go this extensive. This will be a very extensive video, and I hope you guys enjoy this very extensive match preview. So let's go ahead and look at the insights real quick for this fixture tomorrow. So the first insight right here is Barcelona have failed to score in the last two Clásicos and La Liga. Only once before in the competition's history have they failed to score in 3 consecutive games against Real Madrid between March 1957 and February 1958. Wow, that is an incredible stat. I did not know this. I really hope we can turn that around tomorrow, though. Anyways, moving on. FC Barcelona have scored 399 goals in El Clasico history at all competitions and could reach 400 goals in this game. The last centenary goal scored by a Barcelona player was by Luis Enrique in October 2000 in Barca's 2-0 win, which was Luis Figo's first visit to the Camp Nou as a Real Madrid player. Wow. 399 goals. Wow. Yeah, I really hope Barcelona does score their 400th goal tomorrow. Anyways, Real Madrid are unbeaten their last two Clásicos in La Liga. Win 1, draw 1. Keeping a clean sheet in both. After their 2-0 win Santiago Bernabéu in March, the Whites could win consecutive league games against Barcelona for the first time since May 2008. Also 2. Wow. I did not know that. Real Madrid have won their first El Clasico of the La Liga season, won just one of the last 12 campaigns, draw 3 times, lost 8 times, with that win coming at the Santiago Bernabéu 3-1 October 2014. The last time they won their first El Clasico of the La Liga season at the Camp Nou was in December 2007, 1-0 thanks to Julia Baptista's goal. Barcelona are winless in their last 2 La Liga games, draw 1, lost 1, last going 3 without a win in the competition, September 2018, draw 2, lost 1 under Ernesto Valverde. All right, so as you can see right here, some pretty interesting insights tomorrow. Like I said before, guys, this is a very important fixture because last season Barcelona did not even score a single goal against Real Madrid, which is really sad, honestly. And so I'm hoping that this season Barca can turn that around. And let me just say this right now. Okay, Form does not matter in this fixture. Form does not matter. Even though Real Madrid are going through some sketchy form, they're probably not coming into this. They're coming to this in very bad shape indeed. Obviously, even still, with all that said, I still think this Real Madrid team can still cause us problems. We know that Real Madrid have the quality to bounce back in these big games. We know that their big games, they're always defining. They're always big. They never seem to disappoint in the big games. I know in the recent years they have disappointed more than they have succeeded in the big games. However, even still, this is a good Real Madrid team. And this is most of these players have won 3 Champions League titles consecutively. So we have to keep in mind that this is a good Real Madrid team, and this is under one of the best managers they've ever had in their life, Zinedine Zidane, who, in my opinion, is one of the greatest Real Madrid players ever. Okay? So like I said before, guys, I genuinely think anything is possible in this fixture. As for Barcelona are coming into this fixture with a new vibrant sense of feeling, because last season Barca were very rugged, they're very turrid. They never really got anything together in those El Clásicos. In fact, in my opinion, Barcelona were outplayed in both of the El Clásicos. And Real Madrid took advantage of the second one, and they ended up winning 2-0. So Barcelona needs to come at this game with some revenge in mind. And this will be Ronald Koeman's first El Clasico ever as a manager. And I'm sure he'll be up for this challenge. And this is definitely going to be the biggest challenge ever. And it's interesting to me in this game because I don't really think there's a favorite between the two. I think it's very well balanced and even between the two teams. I think the two teams are still going to rebuild in some regard. I don't think any of these teams are anywhere near close to the Champions League favorites. I don't think any of these teams are expected to win the Champions League title anytime soon. And so I think it'll be very interesting to see how this will all pan out. So let's go ahead and look at the lineups that I think both teams can implement. So let's go ahead and look at the Barcelona lineup first. And I'll explain, of course, my decisions as we go along. So as you can see, let me go ahead and zoom less. There you go. So as you can see right here, we have Neto in goal. Obviously, he'll continue to start for us tomorrow. Ter Stegen is not back, so he definitely is going to start. Then next up in my left back position, I'm going to go for Jordi Alba in this game. Now, Jordi Alba is fit to play. the medical have allowed him to play, so he will play tomorrow, which is definitely going to be extremely helpful for us because we know what the quality Jordi Alba brings on the left flank. We know how good he is going forward, bombing forward. We know his qualities. So we definitely need him in this game. Of course, we need PK in this game. PK tends to step up in these big games. We know his credentials as a big game player. Then I would have Clement Lenglet partnering up next to him. Of course, as we all know, he is the undisputed starting center back. And then for the right back position, I'm going to go for a bit of a curveball here. I think Ronald Koeman would probably more likely select Sergio Roberto just because of the experience. However, I would prefer he start Serginho Dest. I think Serginho Dest for me would be the better choice in this game, simply because of the fact of his pace and his quality going forward. I know Roberto had a good game against Ferencváros. However, even still, man, I just think Dest in general is the better right back. And we know Roberto isn't a natural right back, so I'm hoping that Dest starts tomorrow. There's a good chance it'll probably be Roberto. I wouldn't be that surprised. I'm hoping that it's going to be Dest, though. Anyways, on to the double pivot in the midfield. I would have Frenkie de Jong as per usual. I think Frenkie de Jong has been incredible. He's definitely improved his game under Ronald Koeman, and we're starting to see his flashes of brilliance. Of course, that assist he did for that Fati in the last game was brilliant, and I feel like defensively he's been very solid. Busquets. Now this might come as a surprise. I would start Busquets. And here's the reason why I would start Busquets over Miralem Pjanic. Okay? Busquets, for me, I know even though he is no longer the same as he used to be, he is still a very good player indeed. And I still think in these kind of games, Busquets can still help us. I wouldn't want Busquets to play the full 90 minutes. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't want that. I would only maybe want him to play 60 minutes. And simply because of the fact he didn't play at all against Ferencváros, I'm thinking that he's gonna be playing the El Clasico. He will probably start. That's just giving the indication that I think he will start whatsoever. And I just feel like Pjanic is not there yet, fitness level to play for a full 90 minutes. So, like I said before, I do think Busquets will start. Maybe Pjanic could start too. I wouldn't be that surprised. However, I just feel as though that Busquets can come alive in this game, especially because of the fact he's played against Real Madrid so often. So, yeah, I think he will definitely come up big. And then as for the left wing, I have Ansu Fati. Of course, we know what Ansu Fati's done this season. He's been incredible on the left wing. He's been amazing. And I really like Fati as a winger. And he's been our top goal scorer this season. I think he's got 4 goals this season, guys. So he definitely needs to start for sure. As for the cam, I'm going to say Felipe Coutinho will definitely start indeed. Felipe Coutinho has been in incredible form this season for Barcelona, and I would continue to start him in this game. And then for Francisco Trincao, I think he will start in the right wing position. Now, there is a good chance that Dembele could also slot in. I wouldn't be that opposed to Dembele. I feel like Trincao for me. I feel like his quality going forward could be amazing. And I know as an attacking player, you're expected to get goals and assists. Just because you do not get a goal or assist does not mean you had a bad game. And I thought Trincao had a decent game against Ferencváros, and he was unlucky he didn't score. So I think that he should definitely start. And I'll have Dembele come on as a super sub around the 60th minute to really burn down that Real Madrid defense when they're slowly deteriorating, when their physical level is not as high as before. I think Dembele could abuse that, and he could really come off. We saw how much impact he brought off the bench, and I don't even think he's ready to play for a full hour. I don't think he's right there yet, and I really don't want him to suffer another injury. So I think we should be very cautious of that. And then, of course, Messi up top, as usual. Messi has been incredible, and we know what Messi can do in these kind of fixtures. He is I believe, the leading all-time goal scorer in the El Clasico fixture itself, and we know what he's capable of doing. Okay. Now let's go ahead and go to Real Madrid. Like I said before, as usually, I do not predict the Real Madrid lineup. However, in this kind of game, it's a big game, so I'm going to go predicted. We'll try our best, and so yeah. I think Zinedine Zidane will opt for a 4-3-3, as I expect, and here are the players I think he will start. Courtois, obviously, in goal, no doubt about whatsoever. As for the left back, now this left back for me is very interesting because this left back for me could go either way. I wouldn't be that surprised. I could see Ferland Mendy also pushing Marcelo. However, I feel like Marcelo will start. I feel like Marcelo will start simply because of the fact what he brings offensively speaking. And considering how bad Real Madrid were offensively in the last 2 games, they weren't able to score. They were only able to score 2 goals. I think he will want Marcelo in this game. Marcelo bombing forward. I think Real Madrid needs some attacking impetus from him for sure. So I think Marcel will just edge Ferland Mendy. Would I be surprised if Ferland Mendy starts? No, I wouldn't. However, I just feel like Marcel would just about edge. As for the center backs, I think Rafael Varane will continue to start despite the fact that he's made so many howlers in recent games. I still think he's definitely gonna start for sure. And then Ramos. Ramos is fit to play. So if Ramos is fit to play, he's definitely going to play. Like I said before, guys, I don't really think Eder Militao is really there yet. I don't think he had such a great game against Shakhtar Donetsk. So I think Real Madrid will offer Ramos and Varane together. As for the right back position, it's probably going to be Nacho Fernandez. I could see maybe Ferland Mendy. It's just that Ferland Mendy is going to play out of position. And I just don't see Ferland Mendy playing this game. I just don't see him playing the right position. If he's going to play in this game, he's going to play in the left back. I don't see him playing in the right back position because I think that's going to be a bit, it doesn't make really sense. That's not his position. And Nacho, we know he can play as a right back or as a center back. And as for the midfield, I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. Cruz will definitely be, actually, I need to change this. It should be Casemiro. It should be right there. Okay, I made a mistake here, guys. Casemiro should be the CDM player, not Cruz. I don't know why I did that. Basically, what I wanted to do was that Casemiro should be the CDM player, for that defensive player, and then I think Cruz will go up top. And then, this is a tough call. Do I pick Modric or Valverde? I already kind of picked, I already made my decision. I'm going to say Modric will just about edge this through. Like I said before, guys, I wouldn't be that surprised if Valverde starts. And, that's the front three. The midfield, Isco could maybe slot in the midfield. Wouldn't really be that surprising. So, yeah, we'll just say that. And as for the attack, it's going to be Vinicius on the left. He scored a goal in the last game. We know what he can do in the left flank. He's such a great player. He just needs to work on his finishing. That's just the thing I have with Vinicius, is that he's a good player indeed. He's just, his shooting's not that great. He's not that great in front of goal. But then Benzema, obviously, he's going to be the number 9. We know what he can bring. We know how many goals he can bring. He's definitely been one of the Real Madrid's best players. And then Asensio on the right wing. Potentially, maybe Rodrigo could challenge him. I wouldn't be that surprised. However, I feel like Rodrigo hasn't really been that great. In my opinion, I feel like he didn't really have such a good game against Shakhtar, so I feel like Asensio will definitely be him. I think he will definitely start. Okay. Now we move on to the combined 11. All right. So let's go ahead and look at my decisions I made. I just did combined 11 for this game. As you guys know, basically my combined 11s for the big games, and this is definitely a big game indeed. So I'm going to go with the 4-3-2-1 to fit all I want, and you can see right here on the players. And then I'm going to go pick my manager as in Zinedine Zidane over Ron Koeman. Zinedine Zidane is such a great manager indeed. I feel like he's done so much more as a manager than Ron Koeman has done, and despite the fact, and Zidane has won 3 Champions League titles in a row. I know Koeman's a good manager. I know what he did for the Netherlands. He doesn't really have many major honors, though, and he hasn't really been that successful at many clubs in the past. So I think it's a pretty straightforward decision there. As for the goalkeeper, it's Courtois Neto. Obviously, I'm going to pick Courtois. I'm not being biased whatsoever. I feel like Courtois has been incredible this season, and so he should definitely start. As for the left back, this is where things get very interesting indeed. It's Ferland Mendy, Jordi Alba, and Marcelo. I feel like Ferland Mendy is the best out of the 3, simply because of the fact I feel like Ferland Mendy is very good attacking-wise and defensively. I feel like Alba and Marcelo aren't. Neither of them are that good defensively speaking, so I think Ferland Mendy will edge these 2 out. And as for the center backs, I have to pick is between Ramos and PK. I feel like Ramos is better than PK. PK gets way too much caught out for pace, and I feel like Ramos can really catch up, and I feel like Ramos is just a better center back in my opinion. As for Longley versus Varane, I'm going to go with Longley over Varane. I feel like Longley's definitely been better. Varane's been making too many mistakes at the back without Ramos, and we're starting to see how much he can crumble without Ramos. So I think Longley will just edge him out here. As to the right back, it's a very tricky decision. We have Sergio Roberto, Nacho Fernandez, and then Serginho Dest. Could I really put Serginho Dest into this? Probably not. So I think Sergio Roberto would definitely start. And ignore these numbers, man. I know these numbers are... I think I messed up with the Sergio Roberto number. That shouldn't be 5. That should be 20. Anyways, so yeah, that's the right back indeed. As for the midfield, I'm going to go with the double midfield. We have Frankie de Jong. I'm going to pick Frankie de Jong over Casemiro. I feel like Frankie de Jong has been very good. I've seen him making a lot of mistakes. So I think he'll edge them out. And then Toni Kroos, I think he's better than Ricky Puig, Alenya, Busquets, Frankie de Jong, not Frankie de Jong, I'm Busquets, Cruz, Modric, Valverde. So, yeah. I think he's going to start from there for sure. And then for the left wing, we have Fati. Obviously, Eden Hazard is out injured. No way. It's kind of a default option there. I know Vinicius is there too. Fati's been better in front of goal. Coutinho, of course, in the cam position. So, without doubt, there isn't really anyone that can compete for that cam position from Real Madrid. On the right position, we have Messi. And obviously, Rodrigo. Asensio could also play. We all know Messi is just really good. So, I think this one's pretty understandable. And then, of course, Karim Benzema up top. He's way better than Antoine Griezmann, at least form-wise this season. So, that's my combined 11. Let me know what you guys think below in the comments below of that choice. I want to know what you guys think below. And now we finally move on to Real Madrid. Let's go talk a little bit. Let's talk about Barcelona real quick, then Real Madrid, and then give you guys my match prediction. Let's start with Barcelona. Barcelona coming into this with momentum, feeling they have a vibrant young side, and I think they're going to be up for this challenge. They're going to be up for this challenge. We've seen how Ronald Koeman has done this season. He is looking to try to make this team more of a team. And we're starting to see that it's a collective unit. That's something we haven't seen in the past with Barcelona. Barcelona have always been described as a Messi team, and that if Messi doesn't do anything, the Barcelona generally do bad. And now the rhetoric has definitely changed. There's a vibrant young side, and it seems like this team is very well balanced. In attack, on the left wing, you got Fati. On the cam, you got Coutinho. On the right wing, you got Dembele, Trincao. It's very balanced. That's what I like about this team. Okay. As for Real Madrid, they haven't had the best start to the season. Zinedine Zidane, I've seen how they played this season. They haven't really been that convincing in some of those games. Some of those games, they just edged the win. And I've noticed so far this season from Zinedine Zidane is that Real Madrid have struggled. They have struggled to get victories. They have labored to get those victories. They haven't had a convincing victory this season. And they've had to work very hard indeed to get those 3 points. And even at times, in the last 2 games in particular, defensively, they haven't been that great. And Real Madrid, they're starting to... I feel like Real Madrid are no longer trying to be that defensively organized as they were last season. I think they're trying to be more attacking. And because of the way they're trying to be more attacking, they're struggling to defend. And now they're having to make a decision whether to be very good defensively and just go on the counterattack, or just be good attacking-wise and be bad defensively. So it's going to be very interesting to see how Real Madrid will do tomorrow. So... my match prediction. What am I going to go with? Honestly, I feel like Barcelona could really do this. I feel like Barcelona will win this game. Originally, I was going to say a draw, to be completely honest with you guys. However, given the fact of what Real Madrid did, given my confidence now, I'm really confident. And seeing how Real Madrid have done the last couple of games, I know that form doesn't really matter. I'm still more confident with Barcelona. I feel like Barcelona coming into this with better momentum than Real Madrid is. I'm going to go with the Barcelona win here, and I'm going to predict a 2-0 win for Barcelona here. I know it's a big statement, and I know that we're keeping a clean sheet, which might be surprising to some regard. I'm kind of surprised even saying this right now, but I genuinely believe Barcelona will keep a clean sheet in this game. And my goal scorers in the day are going to be Lionel Messi. I think he will finally score against Thibaut Courtois in goal since May 2018. He hasn't scored since then, so I'm hoping that he will score tomorrow. And I'm going to go with my next pick as an Ansu Fati. I think both these guys will get in the score sheet. And it would be so awesome for these two scoring tomorrow. Ansu Fati scoring in the El Clasico, becoming the youngest goal scorer ever in this fixture. So, yeah, that's it for today, guys. So let me know what you guys think below in the comments below. Do you guys think this match? Do you guys like this match preview? And so, yeah, hope you guys will be guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the live lineup reaction and the match review. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe.